Right?
I feel like we were just doing this.
She's only saying that because we were just doing this. And you're going to realize very soon in this video why. Because we have just distractions all around us. But as you may or may not know, every year, Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2018 is this year. We do or I started doing, and then you, I think,
popped in.
About 3 years now you've been doing it with me. When I was 23, I decided to do a vlog every Christmas Eve because I knew I would be able to remember it because it's a significant day of the year, and I should be available. So that's why we're doing it now. This is the 11th one, but
10th year.
10th year, and the dog is drinking. So I started this when I was 23, and now I'm 33. So time does fly. But let's get our companions out of the way. First off, underneath of you, everybody probably remembers Lex. I was there when he was born, and he's going to be 12 years old in February. So he's getting up there, but he's still pretty lively. Right, old man?
He's just a big teddy bear. Gets more and more like a teddy bear every year.
I love him. All right, buddy. All right, and then second up, Arrow. Come here, Arrow.
Come here, buddy.
Watch the tripod.
I got him. Ooh, no, I don't. You pick him.
Oh, this one's not so easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not so much like a puppy in size anymore. But he's still my dirt-faced little baby.
Sheds a puppy's worth every day. So this is Arrow. He is now 4 years old. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. He's a love bug. He's very dependent on us, and he loves to cuddle, and he's up our butts all the time. But we love him dearly.
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, so let's just preface this one with a big event that happened this year. What day was it?
January 24th.
The 24th of January.
Just a random Wednesday.
Random Wednesday. We got engaged.
Woo! Yeah. But even better than a ring, Rob gave me something super cool. Ripley, come here.
Ripley.
Hi.
Ripley.
Hi. Arrow, don't run into the tripod.
This is Ripley, and this is officially where we cross the line from becoming like people that own a dog or two dogs to just crazy people.
Yeah.
But Ripley is now a year old. She's a border collie. She has so much energy. I can't even stress how much energy this dog has. So she keeps us on our toes, right? Right? Give me paw. Give me paw. Give me paw. She's camera shy.
We joke that she's our little demon.
Speak. You want to speak for me?
She's definitely a handful. She likes to keep you up in the middle of the night with way too much energy, but super smart too. She knows a lot of great tricks when she feels like knowing them, and
she feels like knowing them.
I can't honestly think of anything I'd rather have been proposed with than that little puppy.
So the wedding we're planning for is this upcoming June. So next year we'll be hopefully
married and stuff,
and we'll be able to say that was that year's thing. So let's jump to, let's say, family, since we had a big party tonight.
Yeah.
Family on my side is all still doing fantastic. We were lucky enough to host again. Grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts.
My brother, uncles,
my brother, his girlfriend Jade, and Laylee came again. They bought a house right around the corner, 5 minutes down the road, so it's pretty exciting and a great milestone in their lives as well. Your family came?
Yeah, this is the first year that both my mom and my dad, and their significant others came to the same party, so that was fun. Nothing really notable there. Unfortunately this year my grandma's not doing so well, so my aunt and that whole troop of people decided to spend Christmas Eve with her, which I'm really happy that someone was there with her, and we packed up a little pot roast to send home with my dad as well. So.
Yeah, everything was delicious tonight, and appreciate all that.
Yeah.
So let's say, family travel. We did quite a bit of travel this year.
You did a big travel spontaneously.
Yeah, I needed to burn vacation time. My mom was going to California, my mother and father, for a business meeting, and invited me along.
They just stopped by for coffee one day, and suggested it
before you
almost
know it,
as a
2 weeks
joke.
later, because I had never been, I've now been to Los Angeles, Hollywood, San Francisco,
Yeah.
Muir Woods. We did a little drive up the coast. It was a lot of fun. So I mean that happened.
Yeah.
And then we had our own road trip with we drove with Pat Cheney, Steph, and I, and then we met our parents down. We went to Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, and that honestly...
That was great.
That was
They had
great.
a cool
We were only
tree
there
house
for
and-
1 night, 2 days.
But we think about it all the time.
Yeah, we do.
And then we went down to Orlando, and it'd been years since we had done like
Yeah.
the Disney parks. And hey, get off that counter, Ripley.
Yeah, Orlando was phenomenal, but just in a different way. Georgia was so cozy and just a completely different flavor than Orlando. But going to all the parks, I haven't been in over a decade, and they added the Harry Potter parks that I had never seen, so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the second half of the Harry Potter park, Rob hadn't seen, so being able to do that
Diagon
together was
Alley,
great.
which was really cool.
And Rob had never been to Animal Kingdom,
No,
so
no.
it was really cool to be able to see that with him.
Pandora.
Pandora. Pandora.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, I mean that was travel.
Yep.
A job. Job is
yeah.
important. I'm at the same place. I've been at the same place going on. This is my 4th year full time at this place. But it's been fantastic. There's been no changes. Everything's been great.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just gonna keep on enjoying that.
This
job.
year's notable projects that you had to tackle were, I think, the phone switchover.
Yeah,
right?
we did the VoIP system, which was a lot of fun. But I mean, not as bad
So
as
at
that
this
network
point,
project.
you've basically replaced the internet. You've replaced the phones,
The printers.
the printers.
Yeah, we've upgraded NXT. We've done a lot.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So.
And you
I'm-
actually got a different position.
Yep.
This was very recently too.
It was. Stanley Black & Decker is going through their layoff periods, and I wasn't really looking for a job, but I was contacted by Johns
The
Hopkins.
way you make that sound is like you were not going to have a job. She was
No,
going
no,
to
no,
have
no.
a job.
My job was fine.
The layoffs were just something that was happening.
They were happening, and it just I just mean to say that it was like just really good timing, like with a air of uncertainty with the company, to be then receive a phone call was really nice, and it was a step up. I'm in a LAN admin 3 role for Johns Hopkins University, and I'm part of a really great team, so I'm happy.
One known company for another. It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. All right. Well, we got engaged.
Yeah.
We traveled.
Yeah.
I don't know. You would have to look at me closely to even notice this one. But when I came back from California, I was like way overweight, and that's just from the job that I work in. For those that don't know, I work down in Rockville, so I'm in the car an hour and a half to 2 hours each way every day.
You work a part-time
And I
job
work,
driving.
and I work in an IT position as the director. So for the most part, I'm not doing a lot of running around. I try to do that every day, but it's hard to do.
It's not a manual labor
So
job.
I was very, very overweight for what I want it to be. So I mean, we hit the gym, both you and I, and Arrow hit the camera. Yeah, I mean, we did that for a good 3-4 months, like nonstop, and I was able to lose like 42 pounds.
Yeah.
So you can't tell. I mean, you should be able to tell.
You definitely
I
can
have
tell.
trouble seeing it right now because we're in the middle of the holidays, and I
Yeah.
gained like 10 pounds back just because
Holidays.
nature and
Because
winter
holidays.
and holidays.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to lose it again because we have the wedding to
coming
prepare
up,
for.
yeah.
But it was a big change, I'd say,
Yeah.
for at least the feeling like exercising every day and creating those routines.
Yeah, I'm sure that Rob will go back and watch last year's vlog because I'm going to make him after this and just see the night and day difference.
I think we talk about it.
Yeah,
in the
you
video.
totally do.
So, and I guess that leads to one other thing that I debated on whether or not I would bring up, because in some ways I don't want it to be like a
common knowledge, but
no, I don't really care. Like, I'm going to show you a picture, and then you're going to go, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I always joke. I think in all these, I'm like, another year, a little less hair. I don't have the best hair night tonight because we've been running around and it's just frizzy
yeah,
as
it's
crap.
been like 3 days of
But
marathoning.
this year, I also back in March decided to go ahead with a hair transplant. I only did it after a lot of reluctance, complaining, joking about it, and then encouragement from
Yeah.
Steph. But when I say encouragement, I don't mean like I know you would have been fine had I just not had it.
I
You
honestly
had already
didn't care.
accepted my proposal without this even on the table. So
Yeah. Rob had been talking about it for so long, and I heard
there's a lot of
on the
negative
radio.
stigma about it
There
because
is.
of like George Costanza and Seinfeld and
Yeah.
hair plugs, cable guy.
Yeah.
But it's come a long way. We did a lot of research. And we did do it. So now you probably, a lot of people this year, I did kind of a blind test where I told some of my friends and others I did, and I told family. And honestly, nobody I didn't tell has said anything either out of extreme courtesy or they just didn't notice. But I'm going to show you, if you could see, this is our engagement photo back in January. Can you see this, Steph?
Let me just take this from you. Yeah.
And then, can you see my head in particular?
Everyone can see your
You
head,
can
sweetie.
you can see that. And then you can see now. Is it a little bit difference?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all my real hair. So,
they just turned him into Frankenstein for a bit.
And I mean, honestly, that with the weight loss this year was a huge, like,
It was a big deal.
I felt a lot younger.
Yeah.
But I still joke about it all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't change. But yes, now that's out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, who cares, honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good change.
But yeah, so I mean, it's been a busy year.
really
It is
has.
amazing how much can happen in 365 days. Right?
Well,
we have another member of the family. You're engaged. We've been planning a wedding for months now.
Yeah.
And yeah.
A year sounds so long and so much can happen, but I feel like we were just making this video like, oh, we bought a house.
And that's the whole reason I started doing this in the first place. Is because I can literally go back every single year. I can go back to the first one I did of this. Like, and I'm in my parents' basement talking about like breakups or something. You know, and here I am 10 years later in the home that we own with dogs that we've like raised.
We tolerate, I guess.
I mean, there's going to be a kid eventually that's going to be like,
I can't
why the heck
imagine.
am I in this?
Yeah, like
So,
the
but
chaos.
yeah. So another year down, another year to come soon. We'll see you in a year.
Yeah.
Unless I'm dead. I think I say that every year. And you always go,
Yeah. But
So-
for now, presents!
Presents. Yeah, now we get to open
Yes.
presents. I know that's what you've just been waiting for this whole time. All right. So thanks again for watching, guys. And, experiencing
I
this
guess.
brutal honesty. But I appreciate it.